Hello, my name is Dylan Prince. When you make a choice in life, it's sometimes interesting where your choice comes from for what you're going to do with the rest of your life, the path you choose to go down. My path was a very interesting one, and the ideas that I had and what I wanted to do. To start off, in high school, I was very intelligent. I had a high GPA. I did very good on my standardized testing. I was about to go to college, but I'm thinking to myself that I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I would waste time there from the get-go and just go out and get some life experience. So I decided to join the United States Navy. Being in the Navy, I thought, would give me some extra time to think about what I wanted to do with my life. To be honest, I was a little bit wrong there, because once I went to the Navy, I just got a little caught up in the life experiences that I was living in, so it's kind of hard to choose what I wanted to do. But there is one thing that was interesting while I was going through that process in my life. While I was in boot camp, I did a lot of thinking of what I wanted to do. From if I wanted to be a firefighter like my grandfather was, or go into contracting, or be a doctor. It was just so difficult because there's so many choices out there. And if you have the dedication, you can do anything. When I got letters from my family and friends, I kind of looked into their letters for inspiration on what to do. Something interesting that happened to me while I was in boot camp was I would get letters from my mom pretty much saying what was going on, what songs were out, what big things were happening in the news. So halfway through boot camp, I get one of these letters, and I come across a group or some names I've never heard before. And the name was West Memphis 3, and it said released from prison. And I was like, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? So there's not much I can do at boot camp, so I just kept that in my mind until I would be out of boot camp eventually and find out what that meant for myself. So once I got to my training school in the Navy, I decided to start doing some research. And the West Memphis 3 are a group of 3 young teenagers that were wrongly imprisoned for 18 years. They were picked by a penal system to saying that because it was related somehow, that they were related to it, but there was no DNA evidence proving that they were involved with the murders that they were convicted of. 2 of them were put in for life in prison, and one of them got the death penalty, which usually takes 20 years to be on death row, and it was 18 years, so that was cutting it close. They got out of prison luckily on a special plea deal, but there's a lot of cases that don't get through and are able to get out before the death penalty takes in, and they're killed being innocent. To me, that's a horror story in our justice system. That innocent people can be convicted of heinous crimes that will ruin their lives. And this is very immoral, which I've learned in my ethics classes, the morality of the death penalty. Although it could be used as a deterrent to take care of people that are bad, but at the same time, if one innocent person falls through the crack and gets a death penalty, it's a failure. This led to me refining my job search and what I wanted to do. I decided that I'm going to get my bachelor's degree in philosophy so I can be a problem solver and help solve issues. And later on after that, I want to move on to law school. And not to be a lawyer just to help people that are wrongly accused of crimes is something I really would like to do. But on the other hand, look for ways to abolish the death penalty. Just because, I mean, it can serve a good thing in our justice system, but at the same time, it's a failure because there have been the cases where at least one person have gotten the death penalty that were innocent. So my goal one day would be to help lead a team of lawyers or a policy group that would end the death penalty. This is what I'm going to drive my passions toward in my life, all because of that one letter I got in boot camp. And that's why I thank my mom whenever chance I get for helping me find direction in my life. Thank you.